What's up everybody, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and to this new video about Solana, or the Sol token, which I wanted to cover today for multiple reasons. First of all, I always like to cover Solana a lot. I think it's a very interesting project, to say the least. I'm not a huge fan of it, but as I said, it's still interesting and it still has a great community behind it and some great statistics. But apart from that, the other reason why I'm covering this, which isn't that nice of a reason, is obviously the big hack that occurred. I think 2 days ago it started, and yesterday it was a lot in the news, and I haven't read a lot about it. Maybe we can find out more on their Twitter, but I haven't found out whether it's really about Solana. Solana or just some wallets, because some wallets were being drained, and it doesn't look that it doesn't look like it's completely Solana's mistake or their fault. But the thing is, and the problem is, and we'll get into the analysis a little bit later, but I think it's valuable to talk about this. The thing is, it just adds onto the layers of bad news we have about Solana. Right, this just adds on to the network failures we've had with Solana, and that's just not looking great. So it's obviously an interesting question to talk about whether Solana will survive. At this point of time, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, but it could also, Solana also could really be the case in which in 2 or 3 years we'll say, like, how did Solana survive for that long? Alright, because it does have its problems, and I'm not sure if those problems will keep up. I'm not sure if it has a place in the crypto in the crypto industry. Just my opinion though, and I'm sure when you're watching this, you're obviously a fan of Solana, or you'd like to trade it. Don't let your opinion get affected by mine. Just do your own research and think about Solana, what you want to think about it. For now though, and the analysis looks pretty messy, I know. But it still is relatively clear to me. For now though, you can see that Solana actually has been, over the last let's say 1.5 months, has actually been in this like bullish channel. Here you can see higher lows all the way and higher highs too, and we haven't really made a higher high the end of July, but still that's very possible. For now though, what looks to be the case, and we're actually going to delete this just so I can explain it a little bit better. It looks like we're actually being pressed down towards the upper bound of this huge key area between $35 and 36 and 36.7, that level right here. All right, so I've always wanted to do this because I don't really like this level for Solana. So we're just going to delete that. The main level we're looking at, just to make it a little bit more clear, I think that's beneficial for all of us. The main level we're looking at is this level right here. All right, because there it gets interesting. Because if we can actually hold that level and break out of this bearish market structure, which at this point of time, I don't have any bias, but if we can actually, we're going to drop down to this $37, $35 level. If after that we can actually break above $40 again, I think we can get a run all the way up to $45 again, at the very least. But on the other side, and that's kind of the problem with it, is that if we drop down to the level between $37 and $35, and we're not able to break above $40, and we'll just follow this trend line and these EMAs that will press us down, and we break down below $35, then that's a problem, because as soon as we break down below 35, we're just going to take a break retest and drop down all the way to $32. So at this point of time, I don't have a clear bias on Solana. I think it could go both ways. If you think it's that correlated with Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is going to go up still once more. So then you would probably think this is the most likely scenario. But for me, Solana has moved very independently over the last month and a half. So for me, it just depends on whether we can hold that $36, $37 level, if that's strong enough to break us above $40, or if it's not, then we'll drop down to $32. Alright, so that's my full analysis on Solana and some other insights. So if you do have any questions about it, please let me know down in the comments. But for now, I would like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.